Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. I've got my cup of tea and we're ready for another review. So today we're going to be looking at the Dinosaur minifigure 3-pack from Walking with Dinosaurs, the 3D movie. And this is soon to come out in the UK. I believe it's released on the 20th of December. Now we've got 3 ceratopsians here. I'm not exactly sure what the species are, but we'll find out in just a minute. But they've got 3 nicknames here instead of their dinosaur names. We've got Scowler, which is this guy over here. We've got Patchy, which is this one here, and then we've got Juniper. Now I'm assuming that these are 3 main characters in the film, and I think we follow their journey throughout the film. So it's quite cool to see these guys in a minifigure 3-pack. Now, if I'm not wrong, I think you can get these in the individual blind bags, one of which I reviewed on my channel. I'll put a link to that down below. Unfortunately, that was a bit disappointing, but these figures in this box look a little bit more promising, so we'll have a look at these today. So looking at the packaging, first of all, we've got the Walking with Dinosaurs, the 3D movie logo down there. And it says here, collector cards included. And you can see there's 3 cards nested at the back behind the bubble. At the top here we've got the BBC Earth logo. On the top we've got the name of the 3 dinosaurs, Walking with Dinosaurs again on the side. And this side underneath we just got a bit of blurb about the age and safety information. And then on the back, let's get a close up here. You can see there's a little guy there playing with the 3 characters that come in this pack. And it says up here, collect all your favourite dinosaurs from the movie. This pack of dinosaurs includes Scowler, Patchy and Juniper, complete with collector cards for each dinosaur. And down here you can see some of the other merchandise available in this line. So there's Gorgon Stomping Feet, and there's also the Ultimate Gorgon. Now we've reviewed this guy on the channel and he's absolutely stupendous. So there's a link to that down below so you can go and check out that video. He's electronic with sounds. He's very well articulated and he's got realistic rubbery skin as well. So let's get these guys out of the packaging. So here are our 3 ceratopsians out of the packaging, and already they look more substantial than our pterosaur friend that we got in the miniature blind bag. Let's take a look at the cards first of all. So we've got the Walking with Dinosaurs logo there very clearly at the top, and we got the Gorgosaurus just hanging out with his mates. And then on the front here you can see our first one is Scowler, that's this guy here, and he is a pachyrhinosaur, and it's got some information here about how big he grew to and the sort of weight that he was, and then also his speed. Now you could, with these cards, now we've got a few of them, and also the Gorgosaurus came with one as well, you could have a little game of top trumps. If you don't know what Top Trumps is, maybe ask an adult, because it's a classic game and it's really fun to play. Okay, so that's Scowler and he's a pachyrhinosaur. Let's have a look at this next one. And again, it's the same with the logo on the back. So we got Patchy here, and Patchy is also a pachyrhinosaur. And you can see here there's a bit more information. So maybe it's a different breed of pachyrhinosaur. I don't know, maybe a different subspecies, because his frill looks slightly different, so we'll have a look at that anyway. So that's cool. And then last but not least, is it another pachyrhinosaur? It is indeed. So we got Juniper here, another pachyrhinosaur, and there you can see Juniper's stats. Now I don't know what sex these are. I don't know whether they're male or female, but I'm guessing that maybe these 2 are fellas and this is a lady. But you know, don't quote me on that. Until I see the movie, I won't know what sex these ones are. Okay, let's have a quick look at this one. So this is Scowler, I believe, and as we just learned, he's a pachyrhinosaur. So straight off the bat, we got quite a nice sculpt for a minifigure. You can see here, it's got a very distinct frill and a nice beak there. I would say the body is quite nicely sculpted with some folds in the skin. So that's very nice indeed, and quite a dynamic pose as well. Scowler looks like quite an angry character, and I also like this frill decoration that they've done here, the paint job on this bit. I have to say, overall on the body, it feels a little bit messy. I can see they've tried to go for some dry brushing to give it sort of like a natural skin feel, but it ends up looking a little bit like it's been rushed, and that's a bit of a shame. But it's still a very nice sculpt, and it doesn't detract from the overall sort of appeal of this figure. So there we go, that's Scowler. And my favourite bit is actually the frill on this one, and I think the head sculpt is actually very nice indeed. Just let you get a closer look at the head sculpt there, so you can see quite a nice head sculpt. And actually the legs are sculpted very nicely. There's some nice folds there, the sort of elbow and the knee, nicely sculpted little toes, not individually painted. So that's the only thing about this one, the paint job's a little bit slapdash. Moving on to Patchy. Let's bring that one closer to the camera. And as you can see, Patchy has a completely different frill, so maybe they're at different stages in their sort of adulthood. And as you can see, Patchy's got a little hole in his or her frill, so maybe that's why Patchy's got that name. Very nice, endearing head sculpt. It's actually quite a cute one, this. I wonder if this is supposed to be the younger of the herd. I do like these frill decorations that they've done. They're quite distinctive and they feel more like war paint. Some nice airbrushing going on along the body. And actually I would say, although this is quite a plain coloured dinosaur, the paint job is probably one of the best ones out of the three. So that's cool. And the sculpt is very nice indeed. You've got some really nice bumps and lumps, some really nice creases on the knee, and even some sculpted musculature here. So they've actually done a really good job on this one. And there's actually, there you can see there's a range of browns going from this sort of muddy brown to this reddish brown up here, so it's quite nice. So yeah, quite a nice sculpt on this one. Cool. So that's Patchy. Let's have a look at the last one. This is Juniper. So here's Juniper. Very nice indeed. Again, a very distinctive head sculpt. Different to all the rest. I would say that's a very nice thing they've done on each of them. They've all got very distinctive head sculpts. You'd be able to recognise them out from the herd, which I'm assuming is why they're, you know, the main characters. And I like this distinctive frill again. The paint is really nice on this one. Let's just see if we can focus a bit better on the head. There we go. And actually I would say the dry brushing on this one works a little bit better. It's a bit more subtle and not so obvious as our Scowler friend over there. Again, very nice sculpt work. You've got some nice feeling of tension here. You can see the skin is being pulled from the neck all the way down to the arm, really nice. And again, some really nice folds in the legs. Really nicely sculpted toes there. You can really feel the tendon stretching. And also there's a nice feeling of compression here where the skin is gathering. So they've really paid nice attention to detail. Nice feeling of musculature in the tail. So the sculpts on these are way more substantial than the pterosaur that we got in the minifigure blind bag. And I believe these are part of the same wave. So these are much better, and it kind of restored my faith in that line a little bit, although I would still be disappointed if I got that pterosaur minifigure. What I really like about these minifigures is the fact that they come with individual collector's cards, and that reminds me a lot of the Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park line, because they came with collector's cards as well, and it added this whole other sort of collectible aspect to the figures. It means that you could take these separately and go off and trade them with your friends to get, you know, the Gorgosaurus. Maybe you could trade 2 for the Gorgosaurus because he's a bigger dinosaur. But it's cool because you can sort of upgrade your collection and not only collect the minifigures, you know, if you like trading cards, then you can buy them for that purpose as well. So I like that sort of dual collectability of these figures. I think the sculpts are really nice. They're really cool little sizable figures, and what better way to show you how big they are than with an awesome size comparison. Bring in our old friend, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh! And he stood right on Scowler. Oh, the poor guy. Are you alright there? You okay? I think he's okay. So there we go. So there's the T-Rex. So they come up to just about his ankle. So they're very small, little wee minifigures. But I have to say they are quite substantial. You know, you're getting on for the sort of the same size as the Tyrannosaurus head. So they are quite substantial minifigures, and the sculpts are really nice. There we have it, guys. That was the Walking with Dinosaurs minifigure 3-pack of Scowler, Patchy and Juniper. Will you be picking up these guys? Are you collecting the minifigures already? I think it's quite cool because of these trading cards and the fact that you can, pick these up and learn little bits of information about the various species whilst getting a minifigure. I think that's quite cool. If you haven't already, make sure you enter the competition on the channel homepage. You could be in for winning the ultimate Gorgosaurus that I pointed out on the back of the packaging, which is a humongous dinosaur and is pretty awesome. And we also have loads of prizes to give away for runners-up, so go and check out that competition on the homepage. Also, we have a competition you might not know about on the Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Jurassic Collectibles. I'll put the link down below, and you could be in for winning one of these Brachiosaurus 4D puzzles, so go and check that out as well. Okay guys, in the meantime, rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.